couple days, UFC in town. Action show today of UFC fighters, so let's get right at it. How excited are we to welcome back to the program Niko Price? Niko, what's up?
Hola! Hey, everybody.
What's going on? Are you in Orlando yet?
Oh, yeah, I'm in my hotel room right now watching a TV. We were just fishing in the lake out front.
Did you catch anything?
I got 2 hits, but it's the wrong bait. They just came up top, popped in, and left it.
How long will you be in Orlando after the fight on Saturday night?
I'm not sure yet. I might, because I'm so close to home right now, being in Florida, I'm like 2 hours from my house. I might just drive home after the fight. I don't even know yet.
Well, let me know when you want to make that long 2-hour drive back to Orlando. My son's...
We get that pizza finally, Randy.
Well, not only the pizza, and I might even be able to bring it up on Saturday, but not only that, my son's father-in-law is one of the fishing captains at Disney. So he'll take you out fishing on the Disney lakes, and where you're almost guaranteed to catch whatever.
Captain Kelly is here. He'll take you out as well.
Wow, I didn't even know that Disney had charter captains.
Yep, they definitely do, and Mark is like high up the food
chain. If I'd known that, dude, every time I would have went fishing and let the kids go to the park.
There you go. Well, so now you're set. So next time you want to get rid of the kids for a couple hours, let them run wild in the park, and I'll set it up so you can go fishing.
You can come fishing with me and Kelly and Mike.
Dude, I'm so down.
Go boat fishing.
I'm down.
And like Caleb just said, anytime you want to come and get the pizza hot and fresh, we've got a captain here as well that'll either take you out bow fishing, deep sea fishing, whatever fishing you want to do in Tampa Bay. Captain Kelly is here. He'll take you out as well.
Are you catching?
Dude, boat fishing would be sick.
Boat fishing is amazing. We go out.
Yeah, there's a slingshot with a mini harpoon on it that I fish with.
Oh, that's perfect. We go every week. I'm not even exaggerating. I say every week, maybe 1 or 2 times. We're out there all night boat fishing, getting good fish.
Hold on 1 sec. I need to stop this conversation with Niko. You guys go once or twice a week, and I never get a phone call?
Well, okay, so let me say it like this.
They want to have fun.
Okay, let me be honest. Okay, let me be honest.
It never seems to go in my cooler that goes home.
You wouldn't last from 6:30 when we leave the dock, when we get to the dock, 2 or 3 in the morning, because that's when we go home.
Are you catching?
Oh yeah.
Then I'd last.
Okay, well, I'm there. Am I catching? Sometimes.
Okay, so you're not good at weight.
Is Kelly catching? All the time.
Okay. Niko, hold on 1 second. You need to hear this. I'm going to change the answer to this. Am I taking any of the fish home, or are you going to put it all in your cooler?
Sometimes Kelly takes it home. Sometimes me and Mike take it home. If Mike takes it home, so I take it home, because we're going to cook together and do all that stuff. But we alternate depending on who wants to fish that day.
Niko, the object that I'm getting at is it never seems to go in my cooler that goes home. It goes in everybody else's.
Well, you hunt what you kill. Keep what you kill.
Exactly.
If you don't catch it, you don't get to keep it.
So another fight week. Are they all the same, or do you try to do something to kind of mix it up a little?
No, we chill at the hotel. If there's something around here, we'll go walk around. Like this hotel, this is like a mini resort, so it happens to have like a big lake, and they say it has a bunch of bass in it. So we were catching lizards and throwing it in the water, and the bass were coming up and eating them. So we went and got some fishing poles, but then we didn't catch no bass.
So you need the right equipment is basically what you're saying. Enough with us talking about the fight. You want Kelly to drive you up the right equipment so you have it for tomorrow.
Please, Kelly, bring me lures out here. Maybe a dozen shiners.
He needs equipment. He needs lures, so I guess you're driving to Orlando. Not now, Kelly. Wait till tomorrow. He was headed
ready already.
He was headed to bring you up the stuff already. Before I get yelled at by the UFC PR, let's talk about Saturday. Give me your thoughts on your opponent.
He's a great fighter. I love Phil. Nothing wrong with him. Coming in there though, his name came across the list, and I got 6 kids to feed. So, you know what I'm saying? We're part of the same management, so that's a little at first. he was really upset with it. Me, I just signed with the management because I've been managing myself for a minute, but I haven't been able to get too many like good like quality sponsors. I get like one here and there, one or two. You know, I have two great sponsors that I got myself, but I'm using first round management to basically help push my name out there, get this this money coming in. You know what I'm saying? Because I gotta start getting ready for these kids, man. They're getting old. My oldest is 10 already.
Well, you need to put money away for your next one.
Exactly. Oh, no.
Exactly.
Oh, no.
You know, it almost makes sense now, but still, I got a press release yesterday from a former UFC head of PR, Jen Wink, and in the press release, it said that you will be joining your opponent tomorrow at a press conference to support his charity, which I think says a lot about you and a lot about what you're doing.
So, I had something come up where I'm actually not going to be able to make it to that, which is horrible because I wanted to make it out there, but everything this week is for me is about the fight week, and I'm all about helping the kids and everything, but right now it's just too hectic for me to make it out there tomorrow. I wanted to, but it's just too hectic. I won't be able to get out there.
Totally understand. Thanks for making me look bad, but I totally understand.
No, you didn't even know because I was planning on going and then something popped up. So, like, you know what I'm saying?
Sure. It's still pretty cool that you were going to go and that you're going to be involved. And it's kind of like, what MMA and combat sports originally started, with, sportsmanship and respect for each other. And that's dwindled so far away from that. So when I saw this press release, it kind of made me feel, old because it reminded me of the old times.
Yeah. No, yeah, man, you know me. I'm cool with everybody. Even if we're going to fight, it's nothing against you. I don't hate anyone in this game, anyone in my division, but I love my kids. You know what I'm saying?
I get. Now, do you love them all?
When it comes to my health, my health is nothing as long as they're healthy.
Right.
I'll sacrifice every part of my body for my kids.
I would rather somebody tell me before a fight that, hey, I hate you, than you're like, hey, I don't hate you, I just love my children. So I gotta do what I gotta do.
That's the greatest line.
It's almost more dangerous. That's
it. Business, bro.
Now, will you yell something just as you're getting ready to hit Phil? I love you, but I love my kids more, and then hit him?
No. I would say, what's up, buddy? And then we're gonna fight.
One of the things that I like to do is the 10 seconds of research that I do, I like to look up either the high school or the college that whoever I'm going to talk to and see who else went there. And I don't know if you know this, but some of the alumnus from your high school, two former ex-Buccaneers, Ernest Graham and Greg Spires, I did radio shows with them both, and Seth Pellicelli.
Yep, and I know Seth. He actually opened his gym for me to come through to go train at while we're here. So we'll probably be stopping by there.
Seth is such a great guy. Greg Spire's a good dude. There is nobody better than Ernest Graham. So a lot of good guys came out of, Mariner High?
Mariner High School, baby.
There you go.
Let's go.
Now, you said that I know you and people know you and all that is true. So I need to find out, how are you able to flip that switch? I know it's, you love your kids. But to go from this happy, loving guy to bam, now you're in a fist fight.
NFL football player, and he stopped sitting.
The reason I have this happy, loving guy on the outside is because I'm keeping my inside for the cage. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't let all my animosity and all my anger and everything just get held back. And then on fight night, I get to release a lot. And that's why I get so happy during fight week. It's just like, because I know no matter what, win or lose, I go in there and I leave every bit of myself in that cage. And there's no going back. Like, Saturday is my last day on this earth. So I'm going to make everyone remember it.
Niko, I love.
This is Caleb Benenot, NFL football player, and he stops in on Wednesday.
What's going on, brother?
What Caleb did is he pushed Matt further down the line of hosts. So
he's 6'6", 330. I can't stop him from pushing me anywhere.
I gain weight every week. Did you tell how much I weigh?
6'6", 4'2",
It starts 310, 320, now 330. But I love the nicknames. One of the biggest parts of UFC, not the biggest, but it's like a cool thing for me. Like you got the Last Style Bender, you got John Bones Jones. You are Niko the Hybrid Price. How did you get that nickname, the Hybrid? Did you give it to yourself? Was it the style that you fought with? Did somebody give it to you? How'd that come about?
You cannot give yourself your own nickname in my book.
Exactly.
I agree 100%.
Because you can say, I'm a monster. My nickname's Niko the Monster Price, but then you go and get monstered,
Exactly.
Yeah. I'm the hybrid because every time, no matter what, I'm coming in, I'm ready, and I can just fight you anywhere because I'm not afraid to fight you anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, where it goes, guess what? I'm fighting you. We're on our ground, we're fighting. We're standing up, we're fighting. We're trying to stand up, I'm fighting you. You're trying to go down, I'm trying to fight you. No matter what, I'm fighting you. And fighting is all I know how to do. So I'm just going to keep it real and go fight him.
So Niko, along those lines of the UFC nicknames, in Miami,
MMA nicknames.
well, the UFC nickname was given to you by Dana White at the NFL Super Bowl, and he's called you, Randy Harris, the OG of the UFC. Now, that's a cool nickname, but given by the king.
Yeah, but doesn't that just stand for old grandpa?
It actually stands for original gangster.
Old gangster?
That's the
Original gangster.
Yeah, old gangster, whatever it is, but that's kind of how OG came about.
Let me ask all three of you this question. Well, not Matt, because he'll always answer just to tick me off. So, we've done all these contests about the best nickname, the coolest nickname, and it always comes down to, and it's always in the running, in Andre Touchy-Feely. And I argue that his nickname is Touchy. His nickname is not Touchy-Feely. So I need your guys' thoughts on that.
Okay, I'll tell you my thoughts. I think it's awesome.
Do what, Niko?
Isn't that his last name, Feely?
Right, exactly. His last name is Feely, so his nickname is just Touchy.
Yeah. He wants to touch you. That's the way. Hey, I want to touch everybody I'm fighting.
That's what I'm saying. So that's the funny thing I was just going to say. Touch can be something that it's like, and it can also be like, if you touch somebody in a fight, I'm going to touch your chin up. Guys, what that means. I'm going to touch your conscience, I'm going to touch your soul. Guys like, oh, damn, this guy's serious.
I get it.
Serious.
I get it. All right, so we got to grab pizza to bring up. Matt, let me ask you this. So
I've offered Niko pizza like 6 times, but as soon as the event's over, he's always in the car like you, Randy. And he's already on the highway before the last bell rings.
Before I get to the pizza, I'm going to tell you a quick story, Niko. I swear to you, this is the truth. So I judge in the state of Florida. I'm a judge in the state of Florida. They've always commented to me that I'm the quickest one to turn my ballot in. So, after every round, and that's how you know, and this is what I've been told, that you're a good judge, is that you don't think about it. When that round's over, I'm putting it down, I mark it, I hand it in. There was one time, it was the last fight of the night, I was done right away, and then I called a friend of mine from the Howard Franklin Bridge to ask who won the fight. Because I was already gone. I turned my ballot in and I was gone.
Oh, that's funny, man.
So, Niko, if you need an Uber back to your house on Saturday night, Randy was leaving right after your fight.
Well, I'm definitely doing that. But, Matt, if we took a pizza up about 2, would it still be okay by the time this fight's over?
Pizza's good all the time.
Okay, can I be honest with you? Will it make it there? Because if I'm in the car...
Yeah, it's not.
I was going to say, I don't know if they make it there. Y'all get hungry on the road.
All right. Well, I'll try, but I can't.
We'll put the pizza in water because Randy won't catch none of that.
I'm done with all of you. I'm done with all of you. Niko, and we all know this, but what can the fans expect when you get back in the octagon on Saturday in Orlando?
Spectacular performance.
Quick and to the point, just the way we'd like it.
Awesome.
As always,
Right in there, and I'm coming to fight.
And I'm coming up to watch it. So I will see you Saturday night. We have your address. We're going to send you a care package from 8 Man Strong. Matt is going to mail it.
Let's go.
Oh, I did forget to ask. How did the family, how did all your friends get through the hurricane down there?
We actually got hit really hard. The whole entire Fort Myers, Cape Coral, Sanibel, and Pine Island. Sanibel, Pine Island, and Fort Myers Beach and Sanibel, they were gone, dude. Like, Fort Myers Beach is flat. There used to be a Hooters there. There used to be multiple buildings there. The buildings are gone. Like, they're somewhere in the ocean. Or around the sea.
Did you stay through it, or did you leave?
Hell yeah, I'm a Florida boy. I ain't going nowhere. I watched the whole thing from my porch.
What's crazy? People think that I'm insane when I tell them. They're like, "Oh, there's a hurricane coming." I'm just like, "Yeah, I'm not leaving." And they're like, "What? You're not going to evacuate?" I'm just like, I grew up in Houston and Tampa, Florida.
You grew up in Africa.
Africa, but since I was 10 years old.
You don't have hurricanes there. They start there.
Yeah.
I was going to tell you.
You guys send them over this way.
Between Africa, Houston, and Tampa, I've seen dozens of hurricanes. So now I'm just like, hey, man, if you're telling me it's a Category 5 that's going to magically hit hundreds of miles of land and still get to me, I'm good. I'm not living on the beach.
That's exactly what they did. That's exactly what it was. Like,
I was still here, and I was just fine.
Is things better down there? Is it getting better down there?
It's getting better. It's normalizing again. It's coming back after, what was it, a month and a half since it's happened?
Right.
Like, for the first 3 weeks, though, it was getting rougher and rougher and rougher. More loitering, more people getting robbed, people just running lights and causing accidents and crushing people. Like, it was going a little apocalypto for a week there. But then it just finally got it all settled itself back down, and it's getting back to normal.
How has the community come together to help, kind of boost that place back up, during the, after aftermath?
Dude, our church, Christian Life Fellowship, did so much for the community. Every church in town had food trucks with hot meals that they were just giving away to everybody. And, dude, the community came together the strongest I've ever seen it. So, like, we always have those the riffraffs, the crazy guys who start doing all the loitering and stealing and stuff. But most of our community fought against it and just held down and took care of everybody.
Good stuff.
It was a blessing.
Yeah.
A lot of families lost a lot, though, including life. Like,
no, for sure. We'll end this conversation on a downer then.
Way to go, Randy.
Thinking about.
Hey, we can end it with a spectacular fight Saturday night.
Well, no, hold on a second. We can't do that, but you can.
I will for you.
There you go. I'll see you on Saturday, Niko.
Don't blink. All right, guys.
Take care. See you
God
Saturday
bless.
night, everybody.
Peace.
Niko Price back in the octagon with your dude, Philip Rowe.
Why is he my dude?
Because it's all you do is talk about it.
I know everybody.
No, you don't.
I love everybody. I'm like Niko.
You're nothing like Niko.
Well, so I gotta get 4 more kids. No, I gotta learn how to fish.
You can't learn
and fight. Oh, you bring that one up. Why you gotta bring that one up? Well, that's just a minor thing. I want to be like Niko, but I can't fight. So
I have 20 UFC fights, so nothing to sneeze at.
All right, it's funny that you said 20 because our next guest, we're going to hit this break. We're going back up to Orlando. Our next guest, I believe this is his 50th? No, 60th fight on Saturday night. When we return, Jesus himself, the Carpenter. This is Knockout Radio, brought to you by 8 Man Strong and Staff Zone. We'll be right back.